Alright, picking up where we left off in the depths. The depths is cool, everybody kind of hates it because it's dark and it kind of sucks, but I think it's got some really cool, fun things in it. First of all, these two. There's that one, and also... Where are you? We might not be able to see you. There we go, the butcher down there. Loads of fun. It's got some cool set pieces. We've got some enemies that we've never met before. We've got some combinations that we won't have seen before. But it's nothing that we haven't been provided the tools to fix. And some of those tools are just us being observed. Let's see where you come from. Okay, here's the other guy coming this way. The other guy is coming. These torch hollows will cause us considerable difficulty if we let them hit us with the fire. Backstab these for a couple extra souls. Do we get any extra souls for that? Are we doing any overkill? Let's find out. That was 60 at a normal kill, and this is 60 at that was 60 at a normal kill and one for the backstab, so we're not getting any extra souls. Which means the health on these is significantly higher than the ones in the previous area. This once we can kill an enemy with more than I think it's 150% of its health, just like you might get a gym in Doom or whatever. We get a bonus number of souls. Gotta be careful not to miss with this halberd because we stagger when we miss. Where are you going? And what we're doing is we're getting round the back without having our shield up to block. And if we perform the attack in the window that's about 45 degrees round the back, then we'll get what's called a backstab, and we get the animation, we get the iframes. What we seem to be doing a couple of times with the hollows gives us extra critical damage. Oh, and a large ember, very nice. Let's top off. Still got a bunch of Estus from when we were at Fire Lake Shrine, and now we're going to go into the water. There's a dog there. Let's get a drop on him. Another one here. You do a little extra damage to an enemy if you can hit it while it's attacking. It's called counter damage. And that's why that dog died in one hit, whereas the other dog died in two, because it wasn't attacking when it hits. The other guy is up there. We don't want to talk to him. But there's a guy in here we do want to talk to.
Yes, you. Here, open here. Please. You must help me. Thank you. I would have been a supper without you. Been eaten alive. I shudder to think. Thank you. Thank you dearly. I am Laurentius, or the Great Swan. I will not forget my debt to you. Oh, hello. I'm fine, thanks to you.
What about it, Laurentius?
Oh, hello.
Okay, so what happens to Laurentius is he will go to Fire Lake Shrine and teach us pyromancies, which is wicked helpful because we started off as a pyromancer class, which means we've already got a pyromancy flame. This one's going to drop. Here we go. Got a little bit of a tighter spot. Around here we've got some pillars we can use as... Come on then. Not getting a lot of stagger on this one. back. There we go. Oh, should we wear the sack hood? I think the sack hood looks kind of cool. Let's have a quick look. 0.9, oh, 0.6. We'll get a little bit of... Yeah, nice. Alright. Yeah, he'll teach us pyromancies. And the pyromancies are great because you don't need any particular skill tree to use them other than having the pyromancy flame, which we started with. And that's bait, or whatever that is. So if we come close to it, it should drop down. This slime thing takes reduced damage from piercing, thrusting, and blunt attacks, I think. So I would use the fireball on it. But the fireball's a limited resource at the moment until we've got a bonfire, so it's a bit of a waste. So now we know if things fall from the ceiling, we can check, because I knew that was coming there anyway, so it's not a huge problem. But for anybody approaching for the first time, you've got a big slimy head. Now there's a dodge. Oh, there we go. Got too cocky. Now we are using the fireballs because spend all day stabbing this guy. What even is that slime, man? Sometimes the slimes will drop green titanite, which is an upgrade material we'll need for ascending weapons through the chaos tree, I think it is. Okay, so we've got a locked door here. Behind this door is our bonfire. The key to that door is somewhere. Used to be that you could use the spear and hit that through the bars, but you can't. We could do with a bonfire soon, actually. We've got 11,000 souls. What we're looking for is a key called sewer chamber key. That's the great axe. How great are we talking? Yeah, sewer chamber key is the one that will let us get into the bonfire. We've got to watch out for traps. Which traps do happen. That's it. Nice. Not sure why all these rats kind of run away from us at first, but there we go, sewer chamber key. Nice. Now we can get to that bonfire. Let's get there first. Let's put a couple of levels in, and maybe kindle it as well, just so that we've got the extra souls. Oh. I didn't know that would happen. Oh no, that's fine. We can go through here, that's fine. Oof. I thought we couldn't go back then, but I just forgot where we were. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Sewer chamber key, very nice. This is a great place to get invaded as well. I've been invaded here a few times. Not that it will get invaded on offline mode, but even so. So we're going to use that humanity to kindle the bonfire. We're still human. Made it through quite a long way without actually dying, which I'm somewhat impressed of. if I say so myself. Chuck some levels into strength. I reckon that's handy. Vitality will be handy for us as well. And let's put one into endurance, because then we can start looking at slightly heavier equipment. And it'll give us a little bit extra stamina that we can worry about. Or worry about less, let's say. Everything here is respawned, so all of these things up on the ceiling are respawned. Don't want anything to do with them. The door below us is still locked. The rat is still inaccessible. Oh, we folk. Oh man. I did the whole we haven't died for ages thing. I got poisoned by these rats. Let's see, if we've got a lot of purple moss, we'll use that. If not, we will go back to the bonfire and try that again. No purple moss. So our options now that we're poisoned are twofold. One, we could heal it with certain healing items, restore status, etc. Purple moss, for example, that we could have bought from the undead merchant in the sewer. Or we can heal through it. As we can see at the top, it's ticking down our health quite a bit. Rat poison is pretty virulent. Different poisons do different rates. Rat poison does a lot. Or what we can do is we can rest at the bonfire and the status will be restored. But all of those rats will be back on, back alive. So we'll just have to do that bit again. But we would have had to heal through it maybe 2 or 3 times. 2 or 3 Estus in the depths is definitely worth having rather than not having. Right, back to the trap box. Where? Enough stamina now that we can do 3 attacks like that. It's not really causing us a lot of problems. Now into the sewers. One of the things we've got to be careful of in the sewers is sudden drops. There are a couple of them that will cause us a real headache. We don't want to drop where we can walk. If that makes sense. Okay, what have we got here? We've got some big rats. Got one of those magic guys from the undead church. Why is he down here is the question. We need to bait him up if we can. Or perhaps bait his mates up. What we don't want to do is be attacking all 4 of them at the same time. These rats are bigger than the other ones. Yeah, joke's on you, we went sideways. 2 hits with a halberd's not bad though. Cope with that. Dropped anything cool? You have not. Okay. Fun times. Couple of crates. Couple of traps. And what looks like our next boss arena. Can't wait. That one is probably my favourite. Something is over here. One of these guys drops it. Which one? Humanity. Nice. Okay, so into the sewers. We may not have seen it earlier, but there's an even bigger rat in here. that's a drop we don't want to go down. Takes us to some basilisks, which are kind of like frogs. Froggy lizard guys, and they will curse us. If they curse us, then we will die instantly, which is a little bit annoying. And on top of dying instantly, we'll also have a health halved. Let's go up and get him from above. I think that sounds more fun. If we can, oh, it's a pain in the ass to get. Or is it? Yeah, should we just go toe to toe with him? How hard could it be? Woof. Okay. So, using the tools provided. Being provided to us is a place to let them hide. Yay! Okay, that's a little quick for a fireball. And that's a little strong for a shield. He's not quick physically though, so we can run away from him. So what we're going to do is we're going to two-hand the halberd, give ourselves a nice strength boost. See how well it's being stabbed in the face. But ideally without wrecking all of our stamina when we do it. What did you drop? Humanity, 1. Excellent. That's that. We've got the option to come full circle on this now. There's some cool items up here. A shield that will do us a lot less poison damage, which would be helpful for a lot of things. But what we really want is to avoid all of that shit. Come through here. One of the things we want is an invasion by a non-playable character. To heal through this, because I don't have the don't have the moss. What we want is to be invaded by a non-playable character around here. Non-human. This is one of those guys that will kill us quite quickly. Get out like that. Okay, because the guy. Oh, nice. Good, strong parry. Kirk has some cool gear. Notice our bleed meter is filling up. Definitely don't want to be bled. But he's covered in spikes. He's got all the cool stuff. We can get his armor. If we can kill him enough times. He attacks us here and somewhere else. But he should have dropped. There we go, barbed straight sword. does extra bleed damage. Might be useful for us in certain areas. Ah, no! We fell for all the... one of the all-time blunders. We need to be going up there. You're joking? Oh no, I died! And that was this shortcut, for fuck's sake. Alright, fine. We got what we wanted, which was getting Kirk. Now we'll have to go back and get our souls, but there's a quicker way to do it. Because, like earlier I said, we could drop onto the rack and get the stuff that... we could drop onto the rack, get the stuff that we can see in his arena. We can do that. If we go back. Go on to the remember where we had the butcher and they chased us and tried to kill us, etc. In that room there's a chimney that we can drop down, and in that chimney will get us to the rats arena, or at least the top of the rats arena, and we'll be able to get the loot, and then we'll be able to drop down to where we were and fight Kirk and get our souls back. Most of these guys won't have respawned. The dogs will, and the hollows will have though. So we've got to be careful of dogs, got to be careful of hollows. There's our hollow. Around the back. So there's two dogs down here. Top off just so that we've got it. Because what we're doing now is we're going to go for the shortcut that was kind of unlocked, or nearly unlocked for Kirk. Just down here, where the butcher throws all of their bodies. And what we're going to do is we get this stuff from over here and go down the waterfall. At some point we're going to have to come back and fight the basilisks. I don't like the basilisks, but I don't think it can't be helped. Or actually, can it be helped? I think we can help it at this point. Now that we've got the shortcut list. This thing's still going down. Stab the rats. We rolled through the trap this time, so we knew it was there. Now we can stab this guy. Retrieved our souls, so you can see our souls have come back and our humanity has come back, but we're no longer human. Not a huge problem. Although if we want to do any summons, we'll want to be human. We'll meet him.
Good day to you. I'm Donald of Xena. I'm just a peddler of sorts. I adore trinkets and oddities, so I trade for them.
He sells us gold pine resin. We could do with some of that for the boss. Let's go. And he also sells crystal stuff, which is cool. Arrows, which are cool if we need them. And then the armor that he's wearing, we could also buy from him, which is pretty good looking.
Well, I'm certain we will make a good trade, so I am willing to share. If you see kindling in the catacombs, use divine weapons. That will repel the reassembling skeletons.
Donald tells us interesting things when we buy stuff from him, but not if we don't. If we don't buy anything from him, he won't tell us anything. He'll say, oh, I don't see anything here. But if we buy something, he'll tell us something useful. And he said that the catacombs have reassembling skeletons, and we'll need divine weapons to stop them reassembling. And that's useful to know, because that can cause problems. And this was the shortcut back to our little bonfire, which we're going to take because we want to be human. One of the reasons I want to be human is because it looks cool, and because we can summon guys. I know it's kind of frowned on in the online community, however, I'm not playing online, I'm playing with the game and using the tools provided. So I don't give a shit. I will quite happily do it. Right, so let's bump up endurance again and strength one more. Although strength isn't doing a lot for us. 191, 189. Probably better off with another dex to get into for a little extra on our weapon. Let's see, how does that... Oh. Where's it gone? Here we go. So, D strength scaling, C dex scaling. Fine. But we got a little bit of extra weight limit. So now our weight limit is 55. So if we do that by a quarter, 13.75, we can get up to if we still want to be able to do our fast roll. Which I'm only doing because it gets you out of the way, it gives you more iframes. You could go for a slightly heavier build with slightly heavier armour and take the occasional hit quite happily. I like to be able to move quickly, but it's just my preference. It's just how we're playing it at the moment. So we're going to do some summons. We can summon twice in here. We can summon Solaire, the gold guy. Oh, the guy who was gold when we summoned him, that we summoned for the gargoyles. He has lightning. And we can also summon the guy we rescued from the church, Trek. He's a bit of an anti-hero, I think. Right, fuck this line, I'm not interested in that. I mean, Lautrec's definitely a villain. And we'll find out in a bit why. But for the time being, I'm happy with him. Plus, if you're any Hawkshaw fans, he may not be the villain that he's made out to be. He's kind of a villain in the context of the mythology of the game, rather than the actual actions he takes. Okay, so this guy is Solaire. We'll summon Solaire. Grab the heavy crossbow, which we don't need and probably won't use. It's nice to have. Solaire is here. Trek is here. Pop on the pine resin. And we're gonna go and fight the gaping dragon, which gives me the jiggles. But here we go. It's my favourite boss in this one, definitely. Oh, what a reveal. You never top. Look at that. Straight down with the columns. So, this guy hits like a truck with no interest in being hit by him. Blocking is not going to do us any good. Lautrec and Soler will do plenty of damage to it. Oh, we got hit just by him knocking those guys back. Fireball him, of course. Not fireballing anybody. Lautrec does pretty decent damage to him, but we're going to get out of the way because that's going to hurt when he drops. Keep an eye on him. We're going to keep to his sides, ideally out of arm's reach. And we don't want to be too close to the tail because he will just fuck us up with his team. Don't want to be anywhere near him when he does the pain trade attack. Ah, first time. Nice. Some of that, obviously, is because we had two lads with us. But the more summons you get, take the... the more summons you take, the more boss health the boss gets. What's in here? Hard leather armor. Nice. And now we've got the key to Blighttown. But I don't want to go to Blighttown yet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the Homeward Bone, and that's going to drop us up for the previous bonfire without killing us. Importantly, we can go to the bonfire and die if we use the dark sign, but we'll lose all our souls and humanity. The Homeward Bone lets us do it without losing all our souls and humanity. That's the important thing. Yes, I could have just run up here. Anyway, that's where we're going to leave it for today, I think. And I will catch you guys next time. Thanks for watching.